Hello, my name is Yuki. I am from Japan. I used to live in London and New York. Nice to meet you.
Hi everyone! My name is Miyu and I'm from Japan. I grew up in Dubai and Brazil. Nice to meet you all!
Hi everyone, my name is Hanuka. I am from Japan and I used to live in New York and California. Nice to meet you all.
Hi, I'm Naoka. I was born and raised in Japan. Nice to meet you!
Hi everyone! My name is Ayn and I'm half Vietnamese, half Japanese. I used to live in the Netherlands. Nice to meet you!
Hi everyone! My name is Mai. I am Japanese, but I was born in Bangkok, Thailand, and I grew up in Thailand, Japan, Shanghai, and Hong Kong. I hope you enjoy our video today. Bye!
Hi everyone, I'm Mary. I was born and raised in Japan, but during my high school years, I studied abroad in Canada. I was just eating my breakfast this morning, and I began to wonder what kind of meals my friends are having today. I can't go over to their countries because of the COVID-19 pandemic, but hopefully they can pick up my video calls. Let me call Yuki and Mai first then.
Hi!
Hey Mari, good morning! How are you doing?
Good morning, guys. I just had my breakfast, so I was wondering what you guys had today for breakfast as well.
Oh, there's some time difference here, so it's almost dinner time now. But this morning I had some English breakfast. As for me, I was just about to head out for some dim sum, and that will be my brunch for today.
Both sound very good. Could you guys tell me more about each of your breakfasts?
I'll go first then. Today, I went to a cafe with my friends to have an English traditional breakfast. I think in Japan, most of the people have their breakfast in your house with your family, but British people sometimes go out to have this English traditional breakfast. Also, it has a high calories, so British people sometimes have their traditional English breakfast as a lunch. In fact, in most of the cafes and restaurants, English traditional breakfast is served all day that you can eat at any time. When my friends ordered English breakfast in the afternoon, I remember being so surprised. And as for what I am having today, I am having a traditional Chinese cuisine called dim sum. It is not a name for just one dish, but for multiple different dishes. It is usually served in bamboo baskets and in small plates, and you might have seen some of the dishes already. Some of the dishes you may have tried already are siumai and baozi, which in Japanese are called shumai and nikuman. There are so many different variations as to what dim sums can be, so whenever I go to dim sum restaurants, I have very hard time deciding on what to get. So, when I first came to Hong Kong and ate at one of these local restaurants, I was very surprised to see how chaotic and loud these places were. 私が初めて香港のレストランで食事をした時にとてもレストラン内が賑やかで本当にびっくりしました。In Japan, most restaurants are not chaotic and are rather calm and people eat quietly. But I was surprised to see in the local restaurants of Hong Kong, they were eating loudly and speaking to each other from across tables. So seeing that and hearing this, I thought that they didn't have any table manners and were just rude. But later, having lived in this country and having experienced their culture, I learned that it was a way for them to bond with their family members and their friends. I learned that it was a way for them to enjoy their meals, and it was a very important part of their culture.
おかしいな。That's strange. In Japan, we usually eat our breakfast at home. But the UK and in Hong Kong, you guys eat out. That's so interesting. Hearing about both of your countries' food made me want to learn more. I wonder what my other friends are having for lunch today.
Hey guys, what did you guys eat for lunch today?
Hey, that's quite sudden, but okay. For me, I had a macaroni dish.
As for me, I had a full meal. It's called per kilo lunch in Brazil.
Could you guys tell me more?
Sure. Before I do so, I have a quick question to ask. マカロニ料理といえばみんなは何を想像するかな？ 1. サラダ 2. グラタン 3. マカロニ&チーズ。みんなはどれを選んだかな？ほとんどの人がサラダかグラタンを選んだと思います。Like how many of you thought, many Japanese people often think of macaroni pasta or macaroni salad when thinking of a macaroni dish. But in America, Americans tend to associate macaroni with macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese is a popular dish among all ages in America because of its simpleness, only using macaroni pasta and a ton of cheese for its main ingredients. The dish itself is simple, but it is very delicious and is often served for lunch and dinner at schools and households. Sometimes kids even eat macaroni and cheese as a snack when they go out to play at their friend's house. Today, I ate mac and cheese for lunch at the school cafeteria because the school gives out mac and cheese for free on every Fridays. I had to wait in line for 15 minutes, but it was worth it.
In Portuguese, per kilo means 4 kilogram, and it's a typical standard type of lunch in Brazil. And as the name hints, the price is determined by how much weight you served on your plate. In Japan, you only see buffets where you can eat for unlimited amount for a fixed price. But in Brazil, it's a standard that you only pay for how much you ate.
Yum! Per kilo lunch sounds very traditional in Brazil, and I heard you speak a lot about it before. Do you have any special memories with it?
Yes. So, since everything tasted so good, I accidentally ate too much and gained 3 kilograms in 2 weeks.
I can relate to the experience of our eating here. Now I'm even more curious about the others too. Anyway, thank you Haruka and Miyu. Bye! What did you guys eat for dinner today?
If I may say first, I had Thai curry for dinner.
Oh, I've only had a Japanese curry before. How is Thai curry different from Japanese curry?
Thai curry was so spicy. We often put vegetables in Japanese curry, but for Thai curry, lamb, chicken, or beans are used as ingredients. Also, Japanese curry is made from roux. Did you know roux is French? However, Thai curry is made from a variety of spices. I sometimes put coconut milk in to make it sweeter.
Interesting. I never knew that depending on the countries, the curry's flavor can change drastically.
For me, I had spring rolls for dinner.
Which one do you think is the Vietnamese spring rolls? The answer is B. Did you manage to get it right? A was the Chinese-Japanese spring rolls. C was actually a new dish called spring roll sushi. So if you look closely, you can see the rice is inside. Looks good.
As you know, in Japan, fried spring rolls are the most common, but in Vietnam, fresh spring rolls are the most common. You can find them in restaurants, but they are mostly homemade, with rice paper, vermicellis, chicken or shrimp, some vegetables, and herbs. Unlike in Japan, fried spring rolls are eaten with soy sauce. The traditional Vietnamese spring rolls, you eat it with a homemade sauce called nuoc cham, where you add sugar, vinegar, fish sauce, and some chilies. It is such a yummy appetizer, and I really recommend everyone to try it out. It is very easy, simple, and delicious. I guess it's quite similar to the Japanese sushi, where you cook rice, you shape it, and then you put some slices of fresh raw fish on it. People put wasabi on it too, right? But do you make sushi at home?
Actually, in Japan, sushis are quite sacred food, so we don't eat them at home. You need to be very well trained to be able to make sushis. So at home, we make makizushi, which is more common as a home-cooked sushi meal.
Wow, is that so? I never knew that sushi required so much training. I should definitely try it again once I can fly back to Japan.
Definitely. When you do, I will take you around.
You called the others too, right? We should invite them to a fancy sushi tasting dinner.
Great idea! Alright then, I will plan everything and let you all know. Until then, see you soon! Bye! Before we end, let's overview the different meals my friends had today.
Yummy!
美味しそうな料理がたくさん出てきたね。聞いたことない、見たこともない、食べたこともない料理も出てきたかな。みんなはどれが気になった？ From watching this video, which foods were you interested in trying?